Hello, guys. Welcome back to Dumb Dirty Diaries. My name is Sorgus.
My name is Bridget, and welcome back to our podcast.
I'm really excited for today's episode because we got a lot to talk about. We haven't met in a long time, me and Bridget.
I'm really glad that we're collaborating again. I know a lot has happened. The time we are recording this, it is Pride Month, so happy Pride Month to all of those who celebrate it. We are allies of you guys, so if you ever need help or anything like that, just reach out to us. We're an ally, we're here to help you as well.
Well, it's really funny that Bridget is mentioning Pride Month. Happy Pride Month.
What?
Because we're going to talk about the gay dating world, but not specifically the gay dating world, but the sugar daddy gay dating world. So I was on Twitch watching the Wizard Liz, as you know. She was talking how a lot of people judge women in Dubai, and everyone that sees a woman in a yacht or in Dubai, they're like, oh, who's your sponsor? Tag your sponsor. But she was saying how she knows a lot of women who actually have their own businesses and have their own, they're a lawyer or they're a doctor, they have their own shit. And she was also saying that she knows a lot of men who actually are the ones who have sugar daddies. And I don't know if this was to just shame men, even though it's not shameful.
No, yeah.
In a grand scale of how she's talking about, she's saying that there's more sugar daddies, men with men.
There is definitely that culture of yacht girls or people that just do that sugar daddy business professionally in a way, because that's how some people live. They go from sugar daddy to sugar daddy. And it's really interesting that you bring this up, but I will mention it later. Sorry to interrupt you, but continue.
I was saying on TikTok, and I was like, oh my God, a best friend of mine who works in the fashion industry and who dressed up a lot of celebrities, he was telling me about this influencer. While we're exposing people in this episode, he was telling me about this influencer who he met through fashion, and the influencer was telling the staff, I don't know if people lie, by the way. This is also a thing that I don't know if people lie, but if this is the truth, it might be crazy because for real, if you go to that guy's Instagram, he's constantly in private jets. I know fashion makes a lot of money, but you're constantly in private jets. You're pretending that you're unboxing Gucci and Sephora. And not Sephora, sorry. Sephora, it's everybody can have access to Sephora, but Gucci, Chanel, expensive gifts, and you're pretending.
So really on brand names, Yves Saint Laurent, any of that top designer stuff where it's holy cow, this person might have to be making millions upon millions to afford this luxury lifestyle.
Yeah, and he's pretending that this PR. And this is not the first time I thought of that, but when my friend told me that he's been finessing through sugar daddies and going on private jets and stuff, I was like, oh my God. Because this influencer does not get brand deals. Your first brand deal cannot be Gucci. I might be wrong. Gucci, what's up? Sponsor us then if it's for real. But
I really can't think of Gucci doing PR packages. I'm sorry. I feel like they think they're too good for that. I can only imagine them sending out PR packages if it's you're a kid, you're the child of a major celebrity, like the Kardashians' kids.
And then I Googled Dubai laws and stuff, and unfortunately, I don't know how these people meet these sugar daddies. Not that I'm interested in one, but I don't know how these people meet these sugar daddies because a lot of these dating apps are prohibited in Dubai. So how the are these people? And people are telling me to go to clubs to meet people, to go to different clubs. That just doesn't seem reliable enough. How do you find someone who will fully take?
I'd say you definitely have to have those connections. And I feel like people don't talk about it like it's that way. Maybe they just generally think it's genuine, or they actually do think it's a standardized deal. But I feel in Dubai, the culture might just be it might be really big but very secretive. Like people see it happen but they don't talk about it, but like maybe they'll gossip about it or something. But there's always an underground for something. If it's illegal, there's always like a place to find something. Like not saying anything.
They probably do this stuff in discretion, but I'm like, my question here is, how do you go about finding a sugar daddy, especially like in the gay community, where even finding someone is like a normal partner that doesn't want to just hook up is like hard in itself.
So to really get like a really big deep dive into like what is sugar daddying, it could be like a bunch of different things. Because in America, we also think of when it comes to sugar daddy, sometimes there's people who do sugar that like they want sugar back, or it's just strictly like, oh, you spend money on me and I don't give anything to you, or it's like the other way around. But there's also people such as, they're called S.
Is it like, are they calling it sugaring, or what if it's this S?
But it could be so many different things.
But are these like gay dudes just hopping on private jets and like just going on a date?
Okay. You do not understand how prominent gay people are in like the rich sense. But they're like, sometimes they don't admit they're gay or anything like that. Like it'll be their like, oh, this is their secret. Like I have so much money that I can live out my gay fantasy, you know?
And I do want to put this like on the podcast, like this part that I'm going to about say now.
Mm-hmm.
I think gay men that look very straight have it really easy because they probably can pretend that they're just straight and they're friends together. And one of them might be taking care of them.
Mm-hmm.
So in the outside world, they don't really have to hide that much because to the world, it just looks like.
Yeah, he's just straight. He's just like a straight billionaire. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh my gosh. But, I'm sorry. You remember when I told you about when they were having the Republicans convention or something? I think a bunch of like really rich people were meeting at a specific place in the United States, and Grindr was just going, oh my god, it was going through the roof, bro. But it was just crazy. It's like, make it make sense.
Absolutely, imagine that. I'm not shaming anyone who does that. I think it's a grind. Like if you're able to finesse someone like that, kudos to you, honestly. Like, you might have some, like, different level talent.
Anyways.
Hard to, like, keep up, like, a friendship, keep up, like, baseline one, like, things. So making someone, like, fully cover your rent, cover your things, expenses, your car, buying you gifts. Honestly, if you can do that, like, congratulations, seriously. Talking about, like, relationships and friendships. Before starting this podcast, I just had a fight with a friend, and it just made me think about how everything is transactional in life, all friendships, like
oh yeah, especially friendships.
Relationships. And I just wanted to ask you, have you ever noticed, because some people think that this is not transactional, and we gotta bleep a lot in this episode. Some people think that relationships and friendships are not transactional. How do you think that something is not transactional with the moment when the energy is off, or with the moment when someone gives more or less, someone in between the two friends, for example, you immediately feel the dynamic change.
Oh yeah, that's when the boat starts to shift.
Yeah. You immediately feel the resentment, or when I was working as a cashier, there's these two ladies who came like every morning, and the way the one of the friends was talking to the other one, like she was like kind of scream talking, like very rude. And the other one was just like head down, like very embarrassed. And I was like, that is a friend trapped, like that is a person trapped in like a quote unquote like friendship.
A toxic friendship.
Cause like, you call each other friends because they were calling each other like best friends, but you cannot even like respond to like the other friend bullying you. Like you are trapped, and that happens to a lot of people. So I was just thinking to myself, I was like, oh my God, everyone goes through this. The moment You do more or less, or like the other person does more or less. One of the people is gonna like hold resentment. And in mentalities like in Kosovo, for example, I don't know how it is over there in the United States. People really like get trapped because they feel embarrassed to tell the other person of like, oh, I don't like I resent you for this, or like I don't like that you're doing less or more right now. Or people like sometimes don't even like have enough friends, so they don't want to lose their quote unquote last friend. Meanwhile, I think like you can go out and make another friend, you know? But sometimes it's someone's like last friend. So it's like they hold on and they get trapped and they never tell the other person because it's embarrassing. Sometimes it's just a cultural thing. And I feel really sad because people should understand that when somebody gives, you should also give. So it's like give and take, and both sides should be equal. Even if it's like 60-40, you immediately like notice the difference.
Oh, yeah. And it's like, I mean, yeah, these expectations sometimes can be a lot, which is totally fine. But in a respectful relationship, especially between two friends, you expect each other to give the same type of respect as you would the other person, you know? And it's like, oh, you want to show up as much as you can for that person if they're showing up as much as they can, like with their own free time. Maybe like they're working a lot, but they still make that time to go see you, you know? But when that shift starts to change, people feel like they're falling astray, or the other person won't think, oh, this doesn't affect our relationship at all. But when that continues to put strays on your friendship, then that's when things like tension build up, or maybe like you guys are fighting, or maybe you're just avoiding talking to each other at all. Then it's just like, oh, now it's going into the pit. So personally, yeah, I think it relies tremendously on that give and take, because that's how a friendship thrives. That's how a relationship thrives. Like, if you're just neglecting the other person's feelings, that relationship is not going to go really anywhere. It's not going to go further in life, because one person is always going to end up unhappy in a situation like that.
Know your worth, girlies. Know your worth. Like, and the moment that the other person is doing more than you should also know that, like, that is disrespectful for you to like continue an unhealthy like relationship. Or if you're getting less, then also like recognize that and leave that situation. Don't be embarrassed to leave a situation that is no longer for you. Like, people come and go, and I think everyone has like a expiry date, like, honestly.
Expiry date. Oh, you mean in like the friendship terms?
Yeah, like I think like in a spiritual level, people say that like we have contracts with each other, like everybody's here to come like and teach you something. Someone is for your whole life. Like someone will be there for the rest of your life. But a lot of people like get sad. Like even me, before filming this podcast, I was fighting with this friend. I was like, I would be really sad if I lose this friend. But I should realize that if I lose this friend, I shouldn't lose my own, like my whole mind and like be mad, because like people come and go, like people leave, like people will leave at a certain point, like especially after adulthood. Like people come, they get something from you, you get something from them, they learn a lesson, you learn a lesson, and then it's over. Sometimes it's just over. So people have to understand that. I had to understand it like at a very young age, like in high school, because there was a lot of drama. There was friendship breakups, a lot of cheating and stuff like that. Like I had to realize that very early. So I think now I'm like more mature in that sense, but obviously like we are all emotional beings. So I understand the reaction people have, but I don't know. I was just thinking of friendship in a spiritual level, and I think it's okay.
And yeah, if you get stuck at that point where it's like, oh my gosh, like my world is over. Like, I can't go on anymore. I gotta sit here. I gotta rot in my bed. I gotta just like not go into work. I gotta just like not put any effort towards my other friends once I lose this friend. No, like if you get stuck in that point and your other friend is like moving on, they're moving towards bigger things, then you're just like self-sabotaging yourself at that point. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, absolutely. Are you spiritual, Bridget? Like,
Like religious wise, or
in any type of way, like either religious or like you do just believe.
I'd say so. Yeah, I'd definitely say so. I'm a very I'm a person who questions a lot of things.
Because I was like, I think a lot of times in life, like we are guided in like interesting ways. Like something really weird that has been happening to me, not weird, like I honestly think I'm blessed. I don't know in what way I would use this superpower, but what has been happening to me is like I think of something about someone, and even if I don't know that thing, that's how it exactly turns out. So for example, a couple weeks ago, this girl came to our store and she was with a guy and they were presenting us like new products. And I had this weird thought. I was like, before she even like presented to me like what she does and stuff, she was just a promoter there, like marketing wise. And then I got this like thought out of nowhere. I was like, I think this girl tried out modeling. Like for no reason, I thought that. And like, I'm not saying that modeling, like only tall people model, but like she wasn't tall. Like I'm not like body shaming or anything. I'm just saying like she wouldn't like, and it's not about like fat or skinny or tall or short. It's not about that. It's just like, I was looking at this girl. She came at our store. She was marketing, like doing some marketing for some products, and she was with another marketing guy there. And they were talking to each other. And while they were talking to each other, I was like, I think this girl tried out modeling. And there was no signs that she would give you like, oh, I'm a model. And then the girl takes a picture with me for marketing purposes. And then the guy takes a picture of both of us. And then she's like, oh, wait, just be careful of that picture because I want to look good in that picture because I take care a lot about pictures and I just tried out modeling. And how did she say that right after I had this random thought in my brain about like her modeling? And then we were in vacation for 6 days. And the sixth day me and my sister were really bored. And my parents kept insisting that we stay up till 7 p.m. And we wanted to leave at 2 p.m. So around 2 p.m., me and my sister were telling my parents, like, it's going to rain or something. Like, something's going to happen for us to not be able to stay at the beach because we're so bored. So, like, you guys better not make fun of us because, like, God is going to, like, do something and, like, basically bring us home faster. And it took like less than 30 minutes, Bridget. And even in the weather app, it didn't say that it's gonna rain, and it started raining. And like very bad winds and stuff. Like, I'm not saying I'm a psychic, but that happened and we left 5 hours earlier. Like I got what I wanted. And then another story, like I don't know if you have stories like this. I was like eating rice, and rice made me think of sushi. And like, there's this friend that I sometimes go out with to eat sushi. And I was eating rice, and I was like, oh my God, imagine if I ate sushi today. And an hour and a half later, even though we don't always go to sushi to get sushi with this friend, he called me and he was like, do you want to go out for sushi? Like,
Ooh.
it's like the thought before the thing actually happening, and then happening. Does that ever happen to you?
I definitely get a lot of deja vu. And it freaks me out. I'm just like, this literally just happened, or like I dreamt about this. But I feel like it's like my brain playing tricks on me or something. Usually like in a social setting, like I'm way too observing and stuff, and I definitely make like those little things like, oh, this person might work at a hair salon. This person might be working at like a mechanic or something like that. Kind of like the visual details from somebody. But I would say just the deja vu part. Like nothing that you have going on though. But like that's crazy. Like what?
We were talking, I was telling you how my uncles work with trucks and very like heavy building of roads and highways and airports. And now all of a sudden, when I tell somebody in my family and I'm like, oh, I want to be a content creator or a podcaster, like they look at you and laugh as if like editing and filming and putting yourself out there and getting all of these comments, as of all of that is not work. And do you think that it matters how much someone is breaking their back for it to be considered work?
Bro, like it doesn't even matter. If it earns money, then it's a job. If it's protected by the government, it's a job. You don't really have to be breaking your back left and right for it to be considered like hard labor. Yeah, like if you decide to work in the coal mines, that's up to you, you know? But I mean, of course, like if it's like a struggling job market, I can understand where that could be the only option. And hard jobs like that do also pay a lot. But people look at you and think that social media or like podcaster thing, especially if like they're from the older generation, they look at you like you're nuts because they're not used to that type of niche. When internet culture and celebrity culture kind of intertwined, where like big YouTubers like Emma Chamberlain, Tana Mojo, dare I say James Charles for a little bit. Now it's just like, but all those big YouTube stars are now technically celebrities, and it's really cool to watch, but that older generation hasn't really grasped that. And some people still don't take these content creator celebrities very seriously as they should. But now they're making freaking movies. Like the movie Backrooms was made by a YouTube filmmaker. So that was like really cool, but it's just like some other people will be like,
and like
yeah,
Addison Rae.
Kick rocks, kid. Come on.
Yeah, and like Addison Rae being like in movies and
dude, I actually love her music. I think she's a genius, in that 180 turn from TikToker to big celebrity girl pop star. I love it, and I love her niche. I love Pink Panthers. I love all the upcoming new artists.
It's not just about like how much you can do nowadays with social media. It's also like the misunderstanding of people not knowing that every single job, whether it's for your boss or for yourself, there are tasks in place for you to finish, and that is called work. Like you cannot do a certain thing without completing a few steps or a few tasks. No, I'm not going the easy way. And if I wanted to go the easy way, it would be the easy way because it comes naturally to me because I've been editing for 10 years. So like...
No, the easy way would be you just giving up your current dreams and just going through like the trucking workforce. It may not be an easy job, but that is an easy solution. Like, no, you're broadcasting out and reaching out to your actual interest, and you want to turn that into a career.
And I'm not judging anyone because I give a lot of value to money too. You know how like I love money. You cannot like think that in every industry you make money like this. Like, no way.
I want to win the lottery. I'm serious. I just want to win the lottery and just live out my life, because I'm not trying to work 60 years to make $1 million. That would kind of suck.
That would be really fun. You would be living your life and like going on vacation, going to all the places. Like,
I would turn that money into like an actual career. I would invest that money into my career. But of course, I would like to splurge on myself a little bit. Yes, Chuck E. Cheese, I would like 5 large cheese pizzas. Thank you very much.
ooh.
If I won the lottery, there would be signs.
You know, back into the sugar daddy thing, because we're like in the last minutes of the podcast, people were recommending if you have a sugar daddy to not tell your friends that don't have a sugar daddy because they don't understand and they'll try to spend your money. Girls, if you have a sugar daddy right now, save your money. Save your money for later because you will regret not saving the money, because it's like you don't know if you always would want to have a sugar daddy. So while you have it, use that to build credit, use that for bigger things.
I haven't spent money on a lottery ticket yet, but I will before we record next podcast, and we'll do it on camera.
In my culture and in my country, they believe that winning the lottery is bad luck because people here believe that if you...
Really?
Yeah, because people here believe that if you win the money really fast, you're also going to lose it really fast because it's like, God forbid, devil's money. I don't want to say that. But it's just like, people think that if it's fast, it's going to go fast. I didn't want to ruin that moment, but... a funny thing to share. Holy But yeah, guys, thank you for joining our wild topics for today. We haven't seen each other in a long time, so I thought I would bring up some crazy topics.
Maybe you're sitting down and enjoying a nice warm cup of milk. Maybe this is like your bedtime podcast, or maybe you're listening to this podcast on your way to work. But I hope you guys can relate to some of these topics that we were talking about. And if you even want to leave a comment on any of our videos on YouTube, TikTok, or even I think there's a comment section in Spotify. I'm not 100% sure. But if you guys could also leave a 5-star review or like this video wherever you're seeing this podcast.
And yeah, thank you guys for supporting us so far. Don't take my advice because this is Done Dirty Diary. This episode, don't take my advice. Besides the be confident and love yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Do not take my advice. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining this episode. Again, take it lighthearted. I was just kidding for some other stuff.
Yes, this is episode 8 of Done Dirty Diaries, and we will be seeing you guys in episode 9. And then, of course, after that, that will be our 10th episode special. Thank you guys so much. I'm Bridget.
And I'm Morgus.
And we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.